I've been watching way too many marketing videos and listening to way too many audiobooks on marketing, especially Dan Kennedy. And he said that direct mail is still the best way to get clients. Now, I love getting a letter in the mail, so I'm going to try it out today. I'm going to send out some letters and see if it actually gets me some leads. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to work or if it's going to be a waste of money or a waste of time, but I'm going to get started and see what we can do. Now, is this the best way for me to get clients? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm willing to try something new. So let's get into it. Now, for this, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need a sales letter, which I've already started writing. We're going to need a domain. We're going to need addresses to actually send it to, and a way to send them out. So first and foremost, let's run through the sales letter that I have got. So I'm going to really quickly run it through. If you wanted to skip this part because you don't really care too much about the copy, then fine, but I put a lot of effort into it, so listen to it. So you may not have heard of us, but you have seen us. Imagine a world where customer flow is not a concern, where your tables are always filled, your revenue is constantly growing. Where on a Wednesday night, which is the quietest night of most restaurants' week, your business is no longer empty stalled, abandoned ghost town, but a busting at the seams community hub full of hungry customers. What might that do for your life? Get that new RAV4 you've been thinking about. Maybe put down a deposit on the newly to market 96 Esplanade Williamstown. By the time you read this, it's probably gone. Or even just get the profit needle from red to green. I've mentioned you've seen us, but I didn't say where. While you may think, is he talking about a billboard down at the Seagulls? No, billboards don't inspire you to take action immediately. I'm in the business of getting people to move and move quickly. Could he mean I've seen him on social media? Well, maybe. I do frequent the Williamstown local community pages, but I don't own those pages, so I can't leverage it. You may have seen me in text messages asking about the steak you had last week, asking if it was worth a 5-star review, but of course I didn't sign that one off as Matt Lambourne knock on, did I? What I mean is you have seen us online, but like Batman, didn't know it was us pulling the strings in the shadows on your competitors' ads. I'm hiding in plain sight, but we are standing with that restaurant that always seems to be full. The one that's turning away patrons because they're at capacity for the night. All because of their loyal customers who can't help but come back. You might be asking, who the hell is this guy? Hello, I'm Matt and I'm a marketing addict and I'm about to put your business on steroids. But I need to be honest with you for a second. I'm writing to you today as one of the best kept secrets in Hobson's Bay, and we are at 70% capacity of the clients that we can work with, which is true. But here's the catch. Our services are exclusively available to a select few in Melbourne's West. So if you're reading this, aren't you lucky? We emphasize quality over quantity, providing personalized attention to each of our clients, which limits our capacity. And for that reason, I am giving away the farm in our Market the West ebook for the first 10 people who head to marketthewest.com.au. That's www.marketthewest.com.au. It's everything we do, no kidding, the entire fulfillment of our service, free. Free. There we go. If you enter your details and the code WEST on the page, you'll receive an email shortly after you're in. And you will get access to the entire thing, runs through what we do, and then it calls out the other side of town who we don't want to come over here if they find out how good it is. Kind regards, Matt Lambourne. P.S. By now, if you're wondering, why the hell would he give all this away for free? Isn't this going to make him redundant? Well, as I said before, we're at 70% capacity. By the time you read this, it might be 100%. But if you pull back the hood and see what we do, I think you'll understand the value of why we do it. And to be frank, I know that you're busy staffing, serving, all that work leaves you no time to focus on things like this. And you might look to us to take care of it for you. So that's my sales letter. Now, I'm running it through HemingwayApp.com. It is a free application that will basically get your readability down, and the lower the readability, the better. So anything below grade 6 is fantastic. You want to make it as easy as possible for people to read. So in this case, I want to keep it as simple as possible for people. So I've just gone through here. I've got a couple of things to touch up, but I think this is a fantastic one for us to use. Now, I got this tactic from Dan Kennedy. He always creates an oddly specific domain for the project that he's working on. So for me, I just took marketthewest.com.au and I've purchased it on GoDaddy here. So I've already got it. And also I used, this was the start of the VSL. I got just a really basic script from ChatGPT. But We've got the domain, and now we need some addresses. All right, so we're gonna need some addresses. So the way that I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go into Google Maps. This is very simple. I'm going to go open up Maps. All right, so we need some addresses to send them to. Now, a couple of these people are my clients, so I'm gonna make sure I don't send it out to them. But I'm using a tool called Instant Data Scraper, which if you scroll down on the side here, it will give you a good amount of restaurants. So now if I go Instant Data Scraper, it's gonna pick up a table on the side here. As you can see, it's got all this information, right? And it has all of these addresses. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna download that CSV, and we are going to then open that. And these are all of our restaurants. So now there's a couple in here that we don't want to hit. So bigger establishments. So like Nando's is probably one we want to get rid of. Cool. And Carl's Jr. We don't want them, so we're going to delete them too. So now we've got our, obviously I'm going to need to filter through and make sure these are addresses. Obviously they're going to be as best as we can, but they don't have like Williamstown at the end or anything like that. So I'm just going to have to do them manually, but I'm going to have to do that anyway. So we're going to take these leads. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I don't know how it's going to go down, but if we can then get these onto an envelope and print out the copy that we've got, I will finish off editing it and then I will go through the next stage. All right, that's the copy done. Now I need to go and get some envelopes. And what I'm actually going to do is get thick paper. So I'm gonna print it on there, and it feels hefty when people open the envelope. So I'm gonna go and get some of that now, and I'll be back in a second. So I've got my premium envelopes. I've got my premium paper, 160 GSM, and I've got 50 stamps. Can you believe stamps are $1.20 each? This was an $85 endeavor. All right, so we are in the garage now, opening up our very expensive $20 A4 sheets of paper. All right, oh, okay. So this is nice paper. Smells like a tree. This is nice paper. We've got some comparison paper here. Yeah, this, you can see the difference, right? If I hold that up to light, you can see through that one. You're not seeing through anything there. That's crazy. So this is what we're gonna be using to get in contact with people. All right, so we got our printed paper. It looks really good. I didn't factor into account that the actual printing is going to take ages because it's like 4 sides, 2 pages, double-sided, all the shebang. But whilst we wait for them to print, let's do our first one, package it up with an envelope and write the name on it. Now, I'm not going to bore you with me writing out all of them, but I will clip back to when we are done. So I have a stack of letters. Now I'm going to write them out. Now I'm using a blue pen. Something about blue pen gets people to open things, so we're just going to do it. And it's really important that people do open it, because one of the famous quotes, I think Dan Kennedy says, is that people sort their mail over their trash can. And that's very true, because I throw things in the trash all the time if it looks like. So it is currently 2 days after I started doing these, but they're finally packed up. The copy is written and the back end has been set up as well. So what I'm going to go through now is showing you how I've set it up. So anyone who gets one of these can then go onto a website and they will be able to fill in their credentials and get a free ebook from me on how to market their business. So if we go into here, you can see that this is the very basic funnel. If they go to marketthewest.com, And if we have a look, this is just the PDF as well. Now I've given access, I've sent this PDF in the email, but I've also sent the Google Drive link. So that if I update this document, then everyone will get the updated document, not the previous one, because I want to be able to edit this and people still get what I'm saying. So the last thing that we have to do is just add the new domain. So the domain that I have is www.marketthewest.com.au. Cool. So what we need to do is go into where I purchased the domain. So under domain names, should be my products. I would normally use Cloudflare instead of GoDaddy. However, Cloudflare doesn't allow you to get .au, and for this I wanted a .au, so hopefully I can jump in here and go away. Manage DNS. I've got so many domains, but I'm just going to add these in. So all I need to do is, I always forget which one it is. I'm pretty sure, yeah. So for a www, I need a CNAME record. So I just copy this, and then I go add new record, and then type CNAME, and then pretty sure I just go www, and then the value is just this, and then save. Wait for that to load. Oh, I've already got one in here. So I'm going to turf that. Delete that record, and then I'm gonna save that. Sometimes it'll have preset ones, and if I press add, it should connect. Sometimes GoDaddy is slow though. Okay, so it's not there, but this can happen sometimes. So I'm gonna add in a name as well into here. There we go. It worked on the left hand side. So use @ for if you're not doing a www. So if it's just market, like not www.marketthewest, just marketthewest.com.au. That's probably a very butchered explanation, but here we go. So chuck that in. Now if we have a look, I'm going to add the marketthewest.com.au without the www as well, just in case people don't type the www. I do that sometimes. Wait for it to load. Sometimes it takes a while. There we go. So you're just going to press it a couple times if you get stuck. So Market the West, link domain. Cool. So now if I go www.marketthewest.com.au, cool. They'll get this really basic funnel that I've put together. This doesn't need to be fancy. So I just chucked a photo of the city from the west, so people get a little nod to that as well. So from here, now I just need to go post the letters and hope that people will see it. Now, I've decided that I will be doing follow-ups on these letters as well, because I think even with standard outreach, when you send one email, great, not a lot of people are going to open it. But if you send 2 or 3, people start to respond. So that's pretty much it. I will update you guys with the results, but see you next time.